Oh my God, look at the tree, look at the trees. There used to be a school here, a secondary school. So every time, this is where I stay. Come here. I guess someone else is staying here. This is where I stay. This is the place.
Oh.
Okay, so you want to calm down now, and then let's sit inside. Let's see if you can feel the rib. Maybe the rib has already closed.
Near the house or on the fair?
Understand?
I really don't feel good. I'm getting a vibe.
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
Let's take a seat. Okay, so what happened is, I was staying here, right?
Yeah.
And right underneath there is where our bedroom is. Because it's a big family and we are all cramping into one area, right?
Yeah.
This area became a makeshift bedroom for my parents, for me and my sis. So this area, there's a slope inside, right? Became a storage. And then also as one of a place for us to put our clothes, our drawers are there, and then small enough for a dilam for my sis to sleep inside there. And then we have this wooden cupboard facing the bedroom. No, not bedroom, facing the bed. Okay, so you walk in, the cupboard is here, the bed is here, the queen size bed is there. So every time me and my sis sleeping in the bed, right, we're looking at the cupboard. And did you watch the Maid, the local production? Okay.
Kevin Tong.
You remember seeing the ghost sitting there? Exactly like that.
Ipapadala ko na dyan.
So every time we will just be there and then we will like look at it. Do you see or not? We don't see with our eyes, of course, okay? We see with our, in the mind's eye, right?
Yeah.
So the two of us like, then I will like, then she, so I turn the other side. So the lady will be sitting there watching us, okay? And we don't feel like she is evil because in the olden days, right, we have this practice that my grandma will pray to the bedside goddess.
No.
Do you know about this?
I do not know about the bedside goddess.
Okay, the olden days, my grandma's practice is they always pray to a bedside goddess to protect the children. Okay, basically, right, after I grew up, I knew that you actually randomly pick one of the entity in the house, okay, and made her the protector. Usually it's a female goddess, right? Okay. So in Cantonese they call it Chong Tao Po Po. Okay. So that goddess will take care of children. So imagine you give a naughty kid a responsibility, right? Has the same effect. So that goddess will become the protector. So that one became the protector. So that has a very big part in the story because growing up here and being fully blown open at the age of 5, right?
Yeah.
I can see things moving around. At night, not night, noon.
Okay.
Noon time, sleeping, napping in the bed, right?
Yeah.
With my sis, you can hear things moving around. Here, okay, people don't hear. So they will go around, hey, they can see us or not? They can see us or not? Hey, what do you think? What do this all grow up to be? You know, things like that. And then there's a lot of movement because, like I say, right behind you, underneath there, is a rib. So it's like a train station. Things will go in and out. At the edge, I can feel
But
dead
this would be
people.
a storeroom, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's a dark storeroom. So there's a rib, no? Then when you're sleeping, this rib is facing you. Then you see the
Things coming and out.
yeah. Then you're like, and then you're trying to play with us, and then the Chong Tao Papa will say, don't do anything, move, go. So that is the effect of what she does. She's just sitting there, and then you see the cupboard, right?
Yeah.
Will open by itself. And then my grandma and grandpa will say, oh no, because the hinge is loose.
Sure.
Then they close. Then they lock, right? Then after
After
that,
locking.
after locking, then oh no, the lock is not good. Okay, then make a no makeshift lock.
Tie string.
Yeah. Then they put a spinning piece of wood on top. They
Okay.
nail it on top. You know.
Oh,
So
I
when
see
you
it.
close, then you clap.
Yeah, like a little latch thing. lah.
Yeah. Then it will just. Then it stopped opening. Then okay lah, never mind. So this cupboard is still in my uncle's house.
No, but it's an entity, right?
Yeah,
Not
like
the cupboard itself.
correct. Clever. So yes, so this entity, since we grew up and moved out, the entity no longer functioned as the Chongtao Papa, and she would have moved on
Okay.
because she is, after all, an ex-person, ex-mortal, right? And then we see a lot of. I thought it was a childhood thing, like a children having very bad imagination. So what happened was I saw entity coming out from underneath the slit of doors. So anywhere with a slight shadow, for example, here, there's a shadow here, right?
Yeah.
And it's a slit. So that acts like a doorway. This thing came out. This when it comes out, right, it's 2D. So it just move around like. So I thought this is just imagination. And then recently I saw on a Hong Kong channel, YouTube, someone was describing they saw this thing too. And then they call this Yu Lei Yu Hui. This thing is like 2D paper, like it move around like and then it goes in, go out, then it just go
It
everywhere.
cannot pass through walls and door. It needs like a
Door.
crack.
Yeah.
Right? Like even because it's 2D, so even
A small little crack, it will come out. Then you see the hand come out. Then you start to touch things. I cannot touch, then go back. Yeah.
And you saw all this
Yeah.
in his house.
Yes. Actually, these things, because it's elemental,
Yeah.
so it's natural. It goes everywhere. It's not just one. And I saw man in hat, shadow people, man in hat, and I was terrified. And now I'm wearing hat. So
Yes, so many of the sightings about the shadow man is described as a person tall, wearing a hat just like the one that you have. What's your understanding of that character?
that character, right, is kind of a neutral. So I don't know what role they play, but they usually appear somewhere where there is a grip in the dimension. That's what I found out. Like is a common denominator. Every time you see a shadow man, there's a rip somewhere. It's either in the house or somewhere very nearby because they can't travel too far. It's like they are tethered to that rip. So they will only appear around there. Some are evil, some are not. Some are just there watching me, and some were like, you can feel they're quite malicious. They're trying to test your boundary. How much can you do? Can you hurt me? That kind of thing. So they will like try and do that, and then the Chongtao Papa would stop it. After growing up, right, I found out that the ghost and spirit that you are also afraid of can only appear in the form that you want it to be. So for example, my teacher, right, when she was doing the SRT thing, spiritual response therapy, that's what I'm doing, right? She very garang, she can tell spirit is the universe, the main creator. Okay. So she tells spirit, since I'm doing all these things, why don't you just open all my senses? Okay, she's not born with it, okay. So she just said, then spirit say, oh, okay, since you asked. Then bang! So the next thing you know, she woke up, she can see everything. And those demons, Miss P, everything, demonic. She was so scared. She don't know what to do. And then spirit, can you make them in a way that I will not be afraid of? The spirit make them all in a cartoon. So now she see demon like cartoon. So that actually cement the theory, right? Things that you see that you are afraid of is because you.
Yeah, come on up.
It's because you gave it the form. So, for example, I have my sister telling me during the tour there's this couple staying in was telling her ghost story. They were staying in Changi.
Oh,
Okay.
welcome to my hood.
That's where you are very familiar with that place, right? Those black and white houses. So this lady was saying that, oh, at night, afternoon, the husband went off. Okay, go and play golf because retiree ma. So she's at home alone, and she see this thing suddenly just climbing on the wall, up the ceiling. Then she then the thing dropped, right, went underneath into the blanket and everything, chasing after her. So my first reaction is, see too much movie. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Because if the entire thing, only that one thing happened, you see too much movie. Okay? Because you gave it form. Maybe there are something there, obviously there's something there, right, it's Changi. But they are not powerful enough to do that. To do that, right, it is now become a demonic kind of presence.
Yep.
And you take a lot of energy to do that demonstration, that display of power. Okay, and it serves no purpose. Okay, they've been staying there for a long time. There's nothing there. Suddenly, movie lah. Okay, so next time when someone tell you they have a very horrific experience, right? I don't know how you're going to tell them, but tell them that they can control what they see.
Because of, when you watch a movie, they recreate the scenes. The
Correct.
scene generates energy, and the fear of the energy is food for
Correct.
the spirit. So you get a random spirit who's not very powerful to begin with.
Correct.
And then takes off the energy of your fear and reenacts.
Yes.
It's not even haunting, you're just reenacting the thought.
They're not even there actually.
Yeah.
They're not
just
even
a
there.
projection.
Correct.
And then you
More. Yes. Come.
I think all the spirits are just hanging around laughing at you.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So what I see, my view, right? Oh, sorry. My view, my spirit, right? They look like Zhou Xingzi movie.
It's okay.
Since young, and I was always. Then every time I watch Zhou Xingzi movie, I'm like, wow, so familiar. So all this, I'm like, 喂大佬，好味啊！喂，你用廁所用咁耐㗎，咁冇辦法啦，我要屙屎啊嘛。喂，你快啲啦，我要入去㗎嘛。So it's like the kind of tone, the kind of conversation. So when you're talking about dead people, right? I don't really see them in that sense, but the conversation is there. So you know they are there.
So you perceive the spirits in the way you subconsciously want to perceive them.
Correct.
So if you're able to control your thought and say, no, I'm not afraid of ghosts, I don't want to be afraid of ghosts, I want to see demons and ghosts as cartoon characters, I'm willing it to happen. It can happen.
It can happen. The power of the mind, it is so powerful, and nobody knows how to harness it. That comes to me practicing the spiritual response therapy and all that thing, right? That one actually teaches you how to talk to your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind is the one that is controlling everything. You quiet down now, okay? I will do a protection,
Okay.
but I want you to feel it.
Okay.
Okay, quiet down. I think I'll walk further away. See if you can feel the rib underneath.
Take some time, yeah?
Take your time.
I'm getting animal energy, not ghost or human.
I think the rib has already been healed.
So what I'm feeling and seeing, so I went into my headspace and I invited the, you can come up so I can speak to the mic as well. Yeah, so I went into the headspace and invited any entities to come and give me vision. So in terms of the rib itself, I did not feel a strong whirlpool, but I did get a sense of the energy here doing this.
So it's like a ripple like that.
It's a ripple.
Small wave.
But it's a very comfortable
Yeah.
ripple. It's very stable, very fixed. It's not chaotic. There are times in places you go, it's wow, this is very nice. Then I saw an eye. Then as the eye got more clearer, it's like half the face of a cat.
That's nice.
Yeah. And I invited him to show me. He showed me. At no point did I felt it was malicious. And I almost sensed that the cat is the guardian of this place. It takes care of this food. So that was what I got in that very brief moment.
Okay, that's nice. Usually cat, right, has very high spiritual energy. Dog is like a policeman. Okay, when they see them, but they can't do anything. Cat is the magistrate. You understand? So if a cat cannot handle, right, you know this thing is, as you say, karas.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I saw your cat, which is good because the cat will protect the place and they will die protecting. One of the worst thing, okay, this cannot go on
air.
On air.
So
Okay.
you're going to censor this out.
Okay, yeah, censor this, right? Cat, right? So now that this place is clean, thank God. Okay, let's go. Okay, I want you to stand there, then you can have a feel of this, what I'm saying.
Okay.
Just stand here. You see, look at this from that point of view, right?
Okay.
So I died in this house, and I came back to life. Okay, so I didn't know, but I always have this dream of me feeling free at last, flying from that stretch of road where the highway is.
Yep.
I will float down, and where there's this building here, right?
Yep.
There used to be short building like those old Peranakan building, right? But it's smaller. It's only one story, I think. And those are meant for those people working in the hospital, which is Changi Hospital, Singapore General Hospital over at the side. So where the highway is used to be just a piece of land. Okay, and those workers will just walk in and just stay there with their family. So
Can we walk there? I think it looks like there's a shrine over there.
is it? I see myself flying, okay, all over, so happy, free at last, that kind of feeling. Flying down this road, and the short houses here, I remember looking in, okay, as a Indian family watching TV, and Hanuman was sitting there. Hanuman was sitting there watching TV with them, squatting there, because he's so big, right? He's just squatting there, then they're watching TV and he's enjoying it. Then he saw me walking past, like flying past. I said, "Can I come in?" He said, "No. You go there. You go there, okay?" Then I was like, then I just float, okay? I just float all the way down. And I see this, I entered the house. Come on. I entered the house, right? I see this family trying to shake a baby. So everybody is surrounding the baby. It's like, wake up, wake up, wake up. You see that beam of light. Baby died. And then next thing you know, I got forced inside the body. Okay, so I died, and then it's like final destination. After that, you will see a lot of accidents trying to kill me. I stand there waiting to cross the road. Okay, then the moment I move, signage fall. Pam. Like tree or something will fall, or I will step into the road, and then suddenly this car just sped by. So after learning SRT, and I was like trying to confirm if there is such a thing as a soul being in another body that doesn't belong to it. And no. Okay, no. One body, one soul. What I saw, the soul leaving the body, right, is actually me. It's the same thing, because over there, on the other side, time does not exist. Okay, so we see crossover. And I remember being in a place where there is full of light, and the light does not hurt. That is where we call the library. I called it the library because I was a child. I didn't know what is it. So it's a library. Everyone was there. Okay, everyone is nice to each other. There is no judgment. So after learning SRT, we kind of call that place the Akashic Record. So that's the place where people gather. Not people, but souls gather. I literally woke up one day and found out I was 5 years old. I became fully conscious. Can you even pinpoint one day that you wake up one day? No, right? It's like, it's a gradual thing, but for me, it was that one day I just woke up and I was like looking at my hand. I'm 5. I'm 5 years old. And I know things that's happening around me without getting up from the sofa that I was having a nap from. I can feel everything. I have information downloaded into the brain, okay, and it wasn't scary because it felt natural. Because at the point in time, right, the children, they are more accepting to things that are not logical, okay, because they are not bound by rules and they are not bound by time. Time is not linear because time does not exist. Only time exists is now. You're here and now. That's why we say live for the here and now, because you cannot control the future. You cannot change the past. Okay, don't give yourself so much grief about things that, I cannot control. Know that you are taken care of, because everything that is happening in this life, right here, right now, you choose it to happen. So you know that you're coming down here in this big classroom. We are going through lessons, right? And then you are in that big library. Every experience is there. And then you have your memo pad. I want to go through rag to riches. Okay, I put down there. I want to have a bad fall at the age of this. I want to do this. Every single thing is mapped down. So I am not alone in seeing things like that. I am very sure that more and more people are opening up. Okay, especially the next gen. More and more people will be born awake. Okay, this is not a power. This is just you waking up. This is where everybody should go.
Our spiritual evolution.
Correct. Very good. Yes. My sis was like trying to sneak into between all the big guys, right?
Yeah.
Because they were saying the person who is sleeping last will see the ghost.
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.